Hello Taurus and welcome to Timsy's Naked Tarot. Don't worry, Timsy is not naked, the tarot read is naked, by which I mean I try to strip out as much astrology as I can. I do that using this plain deck. With today's read, we will be putting in the star sign or type of star sign of someone who's connected to you financially over the next few months. Okay, so yes, we are doing a financial read. We are doing a read on the Page of Wands, which you had in last Sunday's All Signs overview. And whatever person comes out of this card or this deck, all the cards in here correspond with a star sign of some description. There we go. There is our card we are dealing with. It is an air sign. I can't remember off the top of my head what air sign, but it's definitely an air sign because the card that flipped with it was a Three of Spades as well. The Jack of Spades is a Gemini. There you go. So we've got a Gemini. So a Gemini is going to be important to you financially over the next few months. I would just take this moment to point out that I am not a financial advisor, and any advice what might sound like financial advice I might give, you really should get checked out by a professional financial advisor. Okay, because I'm a gambler. I normally give bad advice, like, yeah, go for the 100 to 1 shot. So we are dealing with the Page of Wands, the Page of Swords, and let's see what comes after the cup. The Page of Cups. We are dealing with lots of pages. Okay, excuse me for a second. Okay. So the Page of Wands is like inspiration with limitless potential. The Page of Swords is, well, a thirst for knowledge and new ways of communicating and the like. So this is all about your finance. So you've got a thirst for knowledge about your finance, like how your finances work, how your finances gain interest in savings, or you little moon there as well, and things like that. And with the Page of Cups there as well, it's a new creative opportunity. So you're basically, out of those three cards, you're inspired to do some sort of new financial creative opportunity is coming your way, and you are trying to learn all you can about it. Okay, so let's crack on with the read. While I'm still shuffling though, I will just take this moment to point out this is also a general read. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, it probably won't resonate with you 100%, because, as I said, it's a general read. I'm dealing with more than one incoming energy, and I'm dealing with more than one person viewing. Okay, if it doesn't resonate with you, don't worry too much. There's plenty of material in my playlists. They're all timeless. When you see them is when you need them. Okay, so basically from now until the 21st of September, you are dealing with temperance. You're having to be patient. You're having to wait for something. The best things come to those who wait. Perhaps currently your finances are tied up in some sort of ISA, long-term ISA, and you can't get them out, or some sort of long-term savings where you have to give notification when you want to take your money out, and you have to wait a few months before you get it. The moon has come out again, which is the card that flipped when I was doing the shuffling. If it was meant to have come out when I was doing the shuffling, then it's worked its way back to the top to come out now. So there you go. That's the power of tarot for you. You saw it all on video. Okay, so the moon is suggesting that currently this would be like from the 21st of September to the 21st of October. Okay, it's sort of suggesting that perhaps things are a little bit hazy. You can't quite see it all properly at the moment. Okay, but that moon looks to me like it is setting. So things will be cleared up soon. Okay, so October into November, you could also look at this as like earth sign energy, air sign energy, water sign energy, and the next one will be fire sign energy. This card could be telling you to pay special attention to the air sign energy because it's an air sign card what's come out. Okay, so October going into November will be the world. This will be your new financial start. This will be where that Page of Wands, Page of Cups and Page of Swords are all coming in. All this like thirst for knowledge and the new way of thinking and the inspiration and the creative energies are coming through during this month. It's the start. The things are rolling. You were having to wait for the first few parts of the read, a couple of months. The money's come in. Yeah, you've requested to withdraw your life savings, and come sort of November time, it's there. It's arrived. Okay. Okay, and November going into December is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is, well, it's a long-term card. It's a card of having to wait a little while. It's a card that is a surefire card as well. Both of these cards are surefire cards. These are like 90+% of actually panning out the way it's meant to. Okay, it's the Knight of Pentacles type of energy is you've asked someone to do a job for you and it gets done, but it gets done in their time when they can be bothered to do it. You know, you've asked your mate to fix your car and you've been driving around with your car like about 2 months after asking him, and there's still black smoke bellowing out the back of it where it's burning oil and the like, and or blue, white, blue, whatever smoke comes out when you're burning oil. And then all of a sudden you wake up one morning to hear someone tinkering around on your car and your mate's underneath it fixing it because it's when he's decided to. That's a very Knight of Pentacles energy. Okay. So, we got Temperance, having to wait around for a while. I need to get some clarifiers on it. Sorry. And we got the Hermit card on there. You're sort of, you're just there waiting. It's like you're stuck at home. You haven't got the finances to go out or anything like that. So you're making the most of your time at home by looking inwards to find some way of making new finances or just how to handle and manage your money. The Ace of Cups coming out is again, it's creativity. It's new creativity sort of coming to surface. It could be a new relationship of some description you're having. You could be meeting someone who could help you financially or something like that. And bear in mind, a relationship isn't always someone that you end up going to bed with, okay? A relationship is anyone you meet and you start a rapport with them. So you bump into someone in the road and you go, oh, sorry, my mistake, I weren't watching where I was going, and they go, oh, no, that's okay, it's my fault. I know it don't always happen like that. And you start a conversation, you are then starting to build a relationship with that person. Yeah, okay, so it's not always some sort of romantic relationship, especially when we're doing a financial read. There should not be really much romance in this read at all. Okay, so while you're stuck indoors in your cave, hermiting, you are coming up with these new creative ideas of how to make money and how to balance your spreadsheet, basically. Justice coming out there is all about balance, and it's all about things balancing in your favor. Okay, so you're basically, at the moment, you're currently thinking about ways you can make more money. Okay, oh God, you seriously are just thinking about ways to make more money. The Four of Cups is basically sitting around not doing much. It's contemplating how to do things. It's almost being like in a meditated state. it is also a kind of card of withdrawal. It could be saying, like what I said right at the beginning when I pulled out the Temperance, perhaps you got your money tied up in some long-term thing, which takes time for them to get the money to you, okay? And you've made the withdrawal, yeah, but now you're having to wait for the money. Okay. Excuse me again. Let's see what this moon is about. This moon could also just be indicating a period of time where you don't know if that money's coming. When that money's coming, you haven't had any notifications. It's a little bit unclear. And they've said, oh yeah, it could take up to like 28 days or something like that. But they didn't say exactly a date when it was coming out. A bit like a tarot read, really, isn't it? So you've got the Hierophant, okay? The Hierophant is all about learning. It's about, it's sometimes a card of like initiation, apprenticeship, and a master, okay? Going through the stages of leveling up into something. So it could be the fact that while you're waiting, you are sort of looking into leveling up. But bear in mind, we do have the Page of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Page of Wands all tied up in this read as well. Yes, they're not out anywhere, but you had them in the cut and the overall energy. So it could be a case you're trying to learn more about the situation. You're not 100% clear on it. Things are a little bit dark and hazy. You want to learn more about it, okay, with the Hierophant. And perhaps you're seeking advice from some sort of, I don't know, financial guru, you know. The Knight of Swords is saying that things are actually going to start happening quicker towards the end of this month. This month being like September into October. Okay. And you are literally just waiting for one message to come in, and that is when your money is free for you to have. And just to back up that, the universe has put out the Hangman card. In this particular case, I'm feeling you are just literally hanging around, waiting still. So financially speaking, you're 4 cups again. Financially speaking, you aren't really doing much for the next couple of months. You're in a place where you don't have the finances to do what you want, and you're waiting for somehow for those finances to come in. You've put plans into action to get these finances in. As I said, I keep harping on about that sort of long-term savings plan you had there, which might be coming to fruition and it's paying up, or you may have taken a withdrawal out of it of some description. The 4 of Cups there is suggesting it again. It's exactly the same energy I'm feeling of it when it was here. Yeah, sitting around waiting for something to happen. Okay, so let's see what the world says. The world is suggesting that something has happened. There's a new start. Okay, so this is the world being clarified by the world. It is a new start. Okay, I'm going to put it out there now. It's not just a new start. It is a massive new start. If it isn't a case that you're waiting for your savings to come full term and withdrawing them or whatever, it's some sort of thing has reached maturity. Okay, you've had lots of shares in a company and like they've reached maturity, and or bonds have reached maturity and they're starting to pay out. You're getting your rewards, and you can start actually moving forward and taking action with the finances you're getting from them. Okay, the 8 of Cups is moving away from something which isn't working and moving towards something that is. Okay, I'm feeling off this card that this new start is literally walking away from the old into the new horizons and the new dawn. Okay, the 7 of Pentacles would suggest that this is going to be taking time. And it's also a card of reaping what you've sown. Okay, in other decks there will be a farmer looking over the crops, waiting for harvest time. Yeah, I actually feel with this card it is reaping what you have sown. You put plans into action years ago, and they have now come to fruition, and you can now start reaping the benefits of those plans. Okay, crossing this. It's not the Four Pentacles or the Four Cups this time, have you noticed? No, it's the Queen of Pentacles. Basically, the Queen of Pentacles is a card of being seen of becoming single. It's like the stepping stone to becoming the Empress, which is having sort of the you would call it like the lucky bastard type luck. Like everything seems to go right for that person. It's not so much that, it's just the fact that you're surrounded by positive energy. You're surrounded by successful energy. It does suggest that even though this money now may be coming in, you might still have to nurture it a little while. Maybe it's not quite as much as you were hoping for. Another thing for the Page of Swords would be disappointment of some description. Okay, so maybe you're not getting as much as you thought you were going to get, and you're going to have to nurture it and look after it a little bit more. Maybe this is all about retirement. Maybe you are reaching retirement age, Taurus, and yeah, your pension plan might not have just done you as well as you thought with that card there. Although that is just for a small minority of you. In general, the Queen of Pentacles is very successful. It's very independent. It's not having to rely on anyone else as well. Okay, but as a little warning there, don't go and spunk your money anywhere. It looks like you have to nurture it a little bit. Okay, keep an eye on it. Make sure it keeps growing for you instead of shrinking now. Okay, the Page of Swords again coming out. As I said, this has taken a long time, but it was a surefire thing. It is like a pension. You spend years of your life pumping money into your pension, and then at the end of that term, the 30, 40 years, however long you've been putting the money into your pension for, you take money out. Perhaps you're feeling a little bit disappointed with this. Perhaps it's you've made your final payment on the mortgage. This is. You're waiting to make that final payment. You've made the final payment. It's a new start. You haven't got that mortgage tied around your neck anymore or anything like that. You're moving away from that financial burden towards freedom. It's taken you time, a long time to do that. And it was a surefire thing that you were going to get it done. And now you've got a house. But now perhaps you're just a little bit disappointed. Yeah, it's like a big chunk of your life has disappeared. Okay, and you're a little bit disappointed, downhearted, and not entirely sure what to do with yourself. The Three of Pentacles is working on a project. Okay, this is going to hark back to the whole creative juices flowing and something, you working on something new to make extra money. For those of you who aren't lucky enough to be drawing your pension or having some sort of long-term saving plan of yours, what you started years ago, coming to fruition and you're getting loads of extra money somehow. Okay, so this will be working on those creative ideas you've been having. Okay, some of those creative ideas you've been having from that Ace of Cups during your hermiting bit is now coming into plan and forming into something better during like the Christmas month. Okay, so the Queen of Swords at the end of this little bit would suggest that perhaps you're going to have to cut some things out with the disappointment of perhaps your savings not being as much as you wanted, or your pension not giving you quite as much as you want. Maybe you're going to have to cut a few things out in your way of living. Maybe not drive the sports car and get more of a fuel economy car or something like that, which will save you a little bit of money here and there. And okay, crossing this is the moon. It's the unknown factor. Okay, it's things being not so much hidden from you, just things you don't really know about. Again, the Knight of Swords is also about a thirst for knowledge. You're wanting to find out what to do with this money, what to do with your life now you haven't got a mortgage anymore, and the like. Just imagine if you've finished paying your mortgage and you've paid it off early or something, however it's worked out for you, you've now got an extra £1,000 a month, £300 a month, depends how big your mortgage was. Okay, but you've got this extra money and you're not sure what to do with it, and the what you can do with that money is kind of like hidden from you, so to speak. Okay, so that was your read, Taurus. If it resonated, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. If it didn't resonate, as I said, don't worry too much. There's plenty of material in my playlists. And no, that was just as I was putting my cards back up on the table. That weren't some random ones falling out of nowhere. Plenty of reads in my reads in my playlist. They are all timeless, so when you see them is when you need them. Okay. Hopefully you all tune in soon.